In this video, let us understand the development of the neurons, nervous system, endocrine system, and the development of the brain. So first comes the nervous system. Before to that, let us understand that the development of the neurons, nervous system, brain, and the endocrine system is a very complex system and very fascinating system which happens in the right from the embryonic development of the child. First, let us understand the formation of the neurons. The neurons are the cells that transmits or processes the information in between the brain and the nervous system. First is neurogenesis. Neurogenesis is nothing but the formation of the new neurons from the stem cells. Next comes the differentiation. Nature and every neuron will have some unique characteristics, and depending on that there will be types of the neurons. Next comes the migration. The neurons will go to the desired location of the body and where they have to be work. Next one is synaptogenesis. Nothing but the neuron and neuron connection. For suppose this is a cell and this is a neuron and this is a neuron. From the brain, this neuron is carrying the signal or the information. It should be transmitted to the other neuron to the body part till it reaches the body part. So the neuron connections are nothing but the synaptogenesis. And we do have the synaptic knobs at the end of every neuron. To understand better, you can go through the diagram of the neuron once. And we do have three types of neurons: sensory neurons, motor neurons, and interneurons. And what are the sensory neurons? Which are nothing but the neurons from the brain receptors. They are from brain to the receptors of the body. Next comes the motor neurons. These neurons are connected from the brain to the muscles and the glands of the body. Next we have the interneurons. These interneurons are nothing but which will establish our connection and which will process the information between the neurons and the nervous system, which will process the information between brain and the nervous system. Next we have the brain and nervous system. The brain and nervous system are very responsible for the control and coordination between the body and the body systems. The brain have three parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, or medulla. The medulla is also called as the brainstem. First is the cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It is also called as the forebrain because it is in the front part of the brain. What does the cerebrum do? The cerebrum processes the information in the brain. It is very important for the movements, and also it is important for the cognitive functioning of a human. All the memory, storage, understanding, thinking, all are from the cerebrum. And next we have the cerebellum. The cerebellum is important for the voluntary functions of the body. For suppose the body posture when we are sitting, the balance of the body when we are walking, all the things which we are doing voluntarily, the movement of the hand, or the to take something we have to move our hands, to go somewhere we should walk. So all these are voluntary things which we are doing by ourselves. These are nothing but the voluntary actions, and the cerebellum will be taking the control over the voluntary actions. Next we have the medulla or the brainstem. It is responsible for the involuntary actions. For suppose the blinking of the eyes, which we are not doing wantedly, it is an involuntary action. And also the heartbeat, the digestion, and also the regulation of the blood pressure in the body. So these are few examples of the involuntary actions, and this brainstem is very important to take care of this involuntary actions in the body. Next we have the cranium. Cranium is nothing but the bony part which is actually protecting our head. It is also known as the skull. It is made up of so many bones connected to each other. It is synthesized with each other. It happens during the development only. And the brain will have the gray matter and also the white matter. The gray matter is nothing but the outer part of the brain, which will contains the neurons and their cell bodies, and inside that we have the white matter. So that is the reason the white matter is nothing but the inner part of the brain, inner layer of the brain, which will have the myelinated axons. That means the myelin sheath will be there around the axon. That's the reason we're calling it. So brain and nervous system, together we have central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. What is central nervous system? Which is nothing but the brain and the spinal cord. The neurons will take care of the processing the information between the brain and the spinal cord. Next we have peripheral nervous system. It is nothing but all the nerves which are connecting from the brain to all the body parts is nothing but the peripheral nervous system. Next we have the endocrine system. Endocrine system is nothing but the network of the glands which is responsible for the production of the hormones. What are these hormones? These are the chemical messengers of the body. We have 10 important glands to remember when it comes to the endocrine system. So to remember this, we have a formula, like 4 letters are important here. THOP. TOP. You can remember it as TOP. THOP. T cube, which is nothing but the thyroid gland, the thymus gland and the testis. H, only one H will be there. It stands for hypothalamus. And O. O is only one. So it is nothing but ovaries. And P. P to the power of 4. Okay, 4. There will be 4 glands which starts with the letter P. They are nothing but the pineal gland, pituitary gland, pancreas and parathyroid. Let us understand about one in detail. Hypothalamus is nothing but the gland which will release the hormones to control the body temperature and hunger and thirst of a person. Next comes the pineal gland, which releases the hormone melatonin. It controls the sleep and wake cycles of a human. Next we have the thyroid gland, which will release the thyroid hormone, which regulates the metabolism of the body. Next we have the parathyroid. Parathyroid regulates the calcium levels in the body. Next we have pituitary gland, which helps the development of the person or the human. Pituitary gland is also called as the master gland because it controls all the other glands in the body. Next we have the thymus gland, which controls the immune system. Next we have the adrenal gland, which regulates the stress or electrolyte balance in the body. Next we have pancreas. It will regulate the blood sugar levels by helping in the digestion. Next we have ovaries. These are the glands which are responsible for the proper female reproductive system by releasing the ova. Okay. Next we have the testis. It is a female reproductive gland which is responsible for the testis is the male reproductive gland which is responsible for the production of male reproductive gametes. That's all about the glands. So we have 10 glands. Hypothalamus gland, then we have the thymus gland, next we have pituitary gland, pancreas, parathyroid gland and pineal gland, thyroid gland, testis, ovaries. These are the glands that we have.